Okay, Prince Charming's gone back in the building there. We'll see if we can get him out a little bit. They like that building. See if we can get him to come out here throwing some of those carrots down. He likes the carrots. He's going to come on out. You can see they're not used to the tripod. They're certainly not used to me having this sack and rustling around in it. It's a strange noise. Strange noises they don't like at all. But we'll get him out here in the sunlight. You can take a look at those antlers and see just how much they've grown since last week. It's just pretty amazing, actually. You can see that they have increased quite a bit from last week. They're not only growing longer, I think they are bigger around. That is going to be his second set of horns, and they're going to be dramatic, I believe. Prince Charming, and right there he is. He's come right out here to meet us. I think he can smell the carrots coming right up here to me. You can see he's not only adding mass, a lot of mass, he's adding also lots of width. He's going to be big and wide, just a beautiful guy. Back up a little bit so we can keep him in the picture there a little bit. He's just spectacular. He smells the carrots. Smells the carrots. I'll get over there and feed him some carrots, him and Snow White. Oh, look at him. He smells them. He said, oh, Jimmy's brought carrots. Will you look at that rack? Now, is he adding? Look at all the extra stuff that's going on up there. And those out there on that, look at it on our left, his right, those are going to have several points on all of them. He's going to just get right on up there really, 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 really big. And obviously, just as I said that, we was going to turn around. Here he comes. He's going to walk right up to me. I was trying to get him over there I was on the same side as he is. I had to switch things around. And here he is, absolutely right on top of me. You're in too close now, buddy. Look at the size of those antlers, will you? We can absolutely get a wonderful look at Prince Charming, and you can see he just might end up beating Whitey. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he's going to be like. This is only his second horns. Whitey is on his third horn, so Whitey's got 1 year on him, but just take a look at that right there. Just take a look at that. That is just awesome. I don't know how many points he's going to have. All those big knobs are probably going to turn into 2 or 3. It's just absolutely spectacular. But we might be able, as time goes on, we might be able to get those babies. I got a lot of carrots and apples in here. I cut up a whole lot. I'd like to get her to come up here eating. Come here, baby. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oh, she come up, made it right out of my hand. Here you go, baby. There you go. Oh, I'm sorry. She's really spooky when I'm in here. You see that right there? Now, she came up and ate that out of my hand. She about ate my finger, too. The babies are down there eating. Good. Oh, don't hit me with those antlers. Hey, don't hit me with those antlers. Hey, you could be a dangerous big boy, couldn't you? Yes, you could. It's pretty dead calm down here. I want to just, I turned the mic, I unhooked the microphone, just doing natural sound right now. And we'll start out feeding these guys here. And I've got both carrots and apples, and I'm hoping to get Snow White to come up here and eat out of my hand. Come here, Snow White. Snow White, come here, baby. Isn't he a handsome guy? My goodness, he is a handsome guy. We'll kind of look a little bit, but you can see that his nubbins have grown quite a bit from last week. He's pretty good size. Look how big around they are. I'm getting down actually pretty close to him, and he's as calm as he can be. But, and he definitely, that tag is in his left ear. And it's a red tag. Now, if he's got a white tag in the other end, would mean other ear, which if he does have I think Apache said he had a white tag. But he is going to have some great antlers. I mean, you can just look at him and see how short his nose is. But, okay, we got it right this week, I believe. Apache will correct me if I'm wrong. But that would be 1908, so this will be his third year. He was born in the year 2019. He was the 8th deer born. And he's just beautiful. He's just absolutely gorgeous. That's Gumball. I'll go. Whitey's right up here beside me. I mean, he is right beside me. You can see how close he is. I think Whitey likes getting his picture taken. We got one of my big boys is right there, and you can see that he is absolutely, and that's Whitey. He's got the red tag. That's Whitey right there. That will be Whitey's third antlers. He was born here in the pen. This was one of Chris's babies. Whitey and Bazooka were twins, and we lost Bazooka to that infection. It was just a terrible deal. If we could have got the veterinarian out a little quicker, we might have been able to save him. Might not have, you never know, but the problem was that infection just cut off his food supply. But you can see that Whitey is going to be a giant again this year. All of these babies that are born in this pen are Whitey's babies. Everything that's being born, and the only two is those two albinos up there. So Whitey's got 4 little bucks in here right now. 4 little bucks, and well, 3. Let's see. We got one that one of them is Sherry's got. Yeah, we lost one, but I think we have. So we should have 3 little bucks in here maybe. I hope I keep track of everything correctly. I'm trying to write it all down so we'll know what we got. But you can see there, he's almost turning into 8. And those are really, you can see where they're splitting up there. He's going to be really, 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 really big. And hold this thing, he's going to move on me. Look at those horns, will you? Look at those antlers, my goodness. I think that is Whitey. And you look what he's got up on top. He's 2, 4, 5. He's 5 by 5 by 3 at least. There, boys and girls, is the monster. That is without a doubt the biggest deer on Twin Eagle. He's born right here, the red tag. That's Whitey. He has one of his sons, little Whitey, that looks like he's going to be fantastic also. He's walking right toward us, just about. He's like a camera hog. If I can get Split Ear to leave me alone here. The deer are running around quite a bit for some reason. What, I really don't know, that they are running around quite a bit. But I've come over here and got up pretty close to Whitey again. Whitey's just not very wild. But you can just see there. What's that there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like a picket fence there, doesn't it? Amazing. Get as close as we can to him there. The lake in the background over there. Just a beautiful, beautiful deer. Big, big horns. Just, I mean, that's a rack. He has got a rack on him, and he's a big, beautiful deer too. And the great thing about it is all of these babies that's running around in here belong to him. All these little bucks, there's like 8 or 9 little bucks we got. And, you know, little Whitey is, you know, we lost the first Whitey that was born in that rainstorm. They're probably twins. And the second one we were able to save. It was just such a, and that's basically the last time it's really rained like that. The one on the left side of him, as we're looking, is a doe. You can see the difference in those 2 babies as we're looking at those babies. But look at that buck. Will you look at that buck? I'm telling you, he's pretty much lost his orangey summer coat, already turned to a winter coat. Those are all of his babies walk by there. Look at the size of those critters. He's just walking by there like a proud papa. He's got babies all over the pen over here. And he just absolutely looks magnificent. There he is. Oh yeah, let's zoom in on you, big boy. Zoom in so everybody take a look at you. Look at Whitey. Now, they still have velvet on their antlers. The velvet will be going away here pretty soon. They'll be rubbing that off. Somebody, like I said, I think I mentioned last week, told me that they didn't need to rub it off, it'd all fall off. Now that may be true, but I'm gonna tell you, the ones that's got a lot of antlers on that, they don't ever get it all off. They've still got some on. And it's usually in areas that they can't rub. So it might be that most of it will fall off, but I'm gonna tell you, rubbing is a very, very important part of getting rid of those antlers. You can take a look at Whitey. Whitey is also, he almost turned his ankle there, didn't he? Whitey is also the biggest, fattest buck in the pens. But look at those beautiful things. Look how fat he is. Will you look how fat he is? His head looks small on that body. He's got so huge and big. You see him eating that alfalfa. That alfalfa's been in there for a while, but he's digging down and getting to the good stuff. Now, he pretty much eats it all, but they normally leave the straw part of it and just eat the good part of it, the real good alfalfa part of it. They're pretty picky, and we don't feed them alfalfa when it gets warm. But you can see down below, you see Whitey down below, and you see Gumball. Now, Gumball is already 8 points. And so he's not going to be as heavy, it doesn't look like, but it looks like he's going to be a little bit more narrow and taller probably. And I'm going to say that those going to split out there to, well, obviously at least 10, but probably split out there to 12. Yeah, that's Gumball right there. No? Yeah, that's Gumball. Jeez, Jimmy. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be at least 5 on each side, probably 6 or 7 on each side. Yes, sir, he is a dandy. And none of these kids in there belong to him because he was not in here during the fall. He was outside, so we've got boys running around the outside that belong to him. Looks like that one side, one of those tines is a little shorter. But you can just take a look at him. And that's his second horns. Now, that's just amazing. That's his second horns. And he's just beautiful, a big, beautiful buck. Hopefully we're able to keep him. What's that little smarty pants one? It looks like that end might split out. He might be more than a perfect 10. Look right into the camera. You can see his tines are long, and he's changed. We keep talking about it, how he's changed from last year. You can see those little fawns by him, how big they're getting. They're just really getting good side. They're growing every single solitary week. We come over here and shoot these videos, and they just seem like those babies they're growing more than the horns are growing right now. But I'm not so sure, but Whitey's horns are not bigger. They just look a little bit longer this week than they did last week. It's a big, fat, beautiful deer. I said Whitey, I meant Snoopy. Snoopy that came from a 3-point. So you deer hunters out there that shoot those little 3 and 4 points, those little young ones, that may be what you might be depriving yourself of. Kind of going to try to get a little closer look at these guys here and see what we got. I'll move the camera just a little bit over here and try to see if I can't do some adjustment here. The world knows I'm definitely not a cameraman, especially I've got it up on a tripod. Try to get a little more level for y'all. Okay, guys, we'll zoom in there, and you can see Forrest up close. He's going to have a lot bigger horns. Now that is 12-point right over there. We're looking right in the center of the screen. That is 12-point. And 12-point is going to have some dandies this year. Himself up there, he knows he's so handsome. He's like Cookie. Remember Cookie in the old TV series? Cookie, lend me your comb. Finally, they did a song about it, as a matter of fact. Cookie, lend me your comb. You can see he's prettying himself up there. He's just about the prettiest buck on the whole place, I think, anyway. Now, it's just my personal opinion, but I know a lot of you girls are liking him too. But you take a look at him there. He's really, really a big fat boy. And then right over there beside him is 06. Now, 06 is walking away from us there, but you can see he's only got 1 antlers. But now right behind him is a deer with yellow tag. All right. I'm going to get this guy right down in here. Get some feed out there, and we'll take a look at these antlers up close a little bit individually. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bucks right here. You can see that little deer there with his second horns is going to be really nice. Probably a pretty little 8-point. He's probably going to be about like Forrest was this year, maybe not quite as big. And of course, well, it's a shame right there that 06 did that, because he would have had some really nice antlers sticking out of his head below his brow tines. The brow tine on the left side as we're looking, the one on the tag side, is going to split. The other one may or may not. So he's probably going to have 2, 3, I'm going to say 6 on one side, plus whatever those little kickers are on his head, if they're big enough to measure. And probably have 5 on the other side, probably what he's going to be. But look at that deer. Will you look at that deer? I mean, that's just a beautiful, beautiful buck. A beauty. And of course, everybody's lover deer, mine too. Forrest, you can see he's added a lot. They're getting dark out there on the end. I don't know exactly what that means when they're getting dark on that end, but they've got quite a bit of growing left to do out there. They've got quite a little bit of growing. You can see how wide he's getting. He's going to be he's got 6 points sticking up there now, but those last 2 on the end are going to split, and I think those other are going to split. I think he'll be a beautiful 10-point. Is what I think he'll be. Could possibly get out to a 12. They're going pretty good right now, but you can see that he's just absolutely going to be a beautiful deer. That's his second set of horns is what they are. Now right back behind him there is 06, and which was his second set of horns also. Those deer are the same age. Obviously, they're just like any brothers. Some can be larger than the others. And Forrest caught some good genetics off of his daddy TC. Now we don't know for sure that TC's the daddy of that boy back there. You look at that picture right there. That's just worth a lot right there. That is just a beautiful shot of 3 deer right there that are all different ages. You can see the difference in the antlers. Now that one deer back there behind has got really one good side and one side that's not that great. It's likely that TC might be his daddy, because TC's got kind of one bad side on him. I don't see TC out here. I saw him earlier, so I know he's fine this morning. But to get out here and try to take a good look at everybody. Forrest, if anybody's getting any bigger, it's Mr. Forrest, and right there he is. I think it's just kind of hard to see it, but I think he does. Yeah, he's got a tag. But he's a white, so again, that will be his second set of antlers. And you see they're looking good also. Thundercloud and his son Forrest grooming on each other. Big, beautiful bucks. And the brotherhood. More beautiful bucks.